Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel once again. Today we are diving into one of the most powerful and future ready features in the React ecosystem, React Server Components, which is also known as RSC. If you are building applications with React and want to take your performance and architecture to the next level, this video is for you. We will cover what RSCs are, why they matter, how to set them up with Next.js 14, and even explore real examples. So stay tuned till the end. Let's master React Server Components together. What are server components in React? So what exactly are React server components? Server components are React components that run entirely on the server. They never get sent to the browser. That means no JavaScript is shipped to the client for them, making the page load much faster. These components are ideal for tasks like fetching data from a database, rendering large products list, or anything that doesn't need to run on the user's device. The best part? You can mix server and client components in the same application while keeping your architecture clean and fast. What are the key benefits of React Server Components? Now let's talk about why you should use React Server Components. First, they ship zero JavaScript to the browser, which makes them super lightweight and fast. Second, you can access backend resources directly like databases, authentication, or file systems without exposing anything to the client. Third, they are SEO friendly just like traditional server-side rendering. And finally, they reduce hydration cost. That means less JavaScript, fewer re-renders, and a smoother user experience. Now, let's understand how React Server Components works internally. Behind the scene, let's look at this point. When you use an RSC, the component is rendered on the server. The output, usually HTML, is streamed down to the browser. It doesn't get converted into JavaScript like normal React applications do. The React architecture handles server-client boundaries so that server components can only pass serializable props to client components. This makes the application both secure and structured. You get all the benefits of React but optimized for speed. Now, let's understand what is the difference between RSC versus CSR versus SSR. Here's how React Server Components compare to traditional approaches. In client-side rendering or CSR, everything runs in the browser. That's why it is slower and not SEO friendly. In server-side rendering or SSR that we normally call, the page is rendered on the server and hydrated on the client. Good for SEO but still sends JavaScript. Now, in RSC, components are server only. So React Server Components, these are the pure server components. On hydration, no hydration is required in this case, and no JS bundle is sent. So we saw that in CSR everything is loaded on browser, so it's very slow. But in SSR, the page is redirected on the server, but still it is hydrated on the client. So there is still JavaScript which is there. But in RSC, that means React Server components are only server only. No hydration is required, no JS bundle is sent there. So performance wise, if we talk about, then RSC are high in performance, and in terms of performance and architecture, RSC is clearly the winner for many use cases. So if we compare RSC, CSR and SSR, then it is RSC, that means React Server Components, which are high in performance and architecture. Now, how do we set up RSC with Next.js 14? Let's talk about this to set up RSC in your project. The easiest way to use server components today is through Next.js 14. Just create a new application using the app router. Make sure not to use a pages router, as RSC only works with app router. This is the main difference. Here we do not use pages router. Here is a command. You can see nps create next app @latest, name of your application my-rsc my app. We have taken this. Inside your project, you can place server component inside the app directory and client components inside a component folder with use client at the top. Now, Let's understand client versus server component syntax difference. How do we differentiate client and server components? By default, files in the app folder are server components. You don't need to do anything special, but if you want a file to run on the client, like one that handles interactively, you must add use client at the top. These tells React to handle, to bundle and send the component to the browser. Keep your client-side logic separate and clean and let the server handle the heavy lifting. This is the main thing. So 3 points which we have mentioned. First is server, export default async function page. Second, client, use client at the top, and always keep components in components folder. Now, if you would like, we can also create a new video on it in advance with some examples that I will be doing in next video maybe. But till then, if you like this video, please comment and share this video, and please, if you have not subscribed the channel, kindly do subscribe the channel, and we will always wait for your feedback. Thanks for watching.